Sweets and Bitters publishes recipes and stories and hints through a series of mini cookbooks and online. I think there are a lot of people that want to cook, but it seems daunting or intimidating or frustrating. And that's why I want to take this stuff that people who think about food all the time, who work with food, like chefs and food writers and food scientists, all the stuff that they know, make it accessible and fun in an engaging way so that people who want to cook but maybe don't have a lot of time or are intimidated by it can have more fun with it and enjoy cooking more and make better food and eat better and live better. Cliche as it might sound, food is such a basic way of communicating with each other. It can be cross-cultural. I mean, I've had wonderful experiences of forming a sort of friendship with somebody with whom I don't even share the same language over food or over sharing food. Within food, there's so much about history and culture and the mingling of cultures and, you know, where did the food come from and how was it made and how did it get here, and it's all really fascinating. You know, pastries and cocktails are special foods. They're indulgent, they're all about pleasure. They evoke birthday parties and breakups and celebrations, and you know, they can be something that makes you feel better at the end of a bad day, or they can be something that is part of a really special moment shared with someone you're close to, or you know, something festive. I feel like there's a magic in making a cake every time, no matter how many times I do it, when I watch the ingredients transform and they're actually chemically changing and interacting with each other, and but it seems like magic to just these simple ingredients come together into this delicious cake, and no matter how many times I've done it. You know, I feel the same way with my chickens when I collect the eggs. No matter how many times, it just seems like magic. Sort of old-fashioned, but I really do when somebody does me a favor or is not feeling well and I want to cheer them up, or for whatever reason want to have a gift for a friend, I am more apt to bake a loaf of bread or make them a cake than to buy them a gift, and I think that really means a lot to people. I just picked a recipe for a butter cake that I know works really well, substituted out some of the flour for ground pistachios. And then I put some pistachios between the layers too. You know, I'm using eggs from my chickens and good flour and good butter and good milk, so it seems sort of odd to use an artificial food coloring. So I just use a little bit of beet juice. It makes such a beautiful color without really changing the taste at all. So the name Sweets and Bitters comes from the confections that I make as a baker and the cocktails that I make as a bartender. It alludes to birthdays and breakups, dinner parties and nights alone, perfect summer weekends, bad days at work, and treats just for the fun of it. I like the idea that those foods are all about pleasure. On the other hand, you can't eat cakes and martinis every day, so Sweets and Bitters is also about wholesome everyday foods and balancing ambitions to eat seasonally and locally with being practical about our everyday lives and what's really available and what we have time to do.